Good evening, everyone. Somehow my tripod just kind of got messed up, so I'm not sure what happened, but everything kind of looks like it's at a weird angle to me, and if that is also translating to your end as the viewer, my apologies. I have honestly no idea what happened, but I just wanted to do a really quick collective reading. We are in eclipse season. There is just a lot going on energetically, but I do feel like if you are on this timeline that I'm going to be reading for today, that triggers are actually coming and going much more quickly than before. I feel like there is a lot more resilience in the collective. There's a lot more rationality rather than emotionality when it comes to just kind of deciphering what's going on, acknowledging your emotions, feeling them, and then releasing them. So I have the Energy Oracle cards, I have my Moonology deck, and a really precious new Polish deck that's called the Tarot Droga, which means the path of tarot or the road of tarot. And it's really cool because when you put all the major arcana together in order, it creates a road like a pathway. So it's really, really neat. And it is independently printed, so it's a precious deck. So I'm done shuffling the cards. You all can feel free to set your own intentions for this reading. And let's get started. Spirit, what do we need to know? Envy. Cards are flying out here. Oh. Wow. Oh my goodness. So with the Envy card and the woman holding a coin, you guys, you know that the woman holding a coin is my karmic feminine card, and it seems like there has been a major tower moment for a lot of karmic feminines having to accept this twin flame connection and the divine feminine's place in the masculine's heart. This message was coming through really strongly a couple of weeks ago, so if you are resonating with this message but it hadn't happened for you yet, this could be the time when things kind of begin to play out, when, you know, these shakeups happen in eclipse season. With the Angel of Love upright that had come out with the Yin Yang card and with Deceit here, it really feels like there is a third-party feminine that was kind of playing with the mind of the divine feminine, where she was wanting the feminine to believe that the masculine was more involved than he actually was with her. It could have been just a situation, but the karmic feminine kind of wanted to make the divine feminine believe that it was more than that. You know, especially if there was a relationship in the past that had ended, you know, but for whatever reason, all contact had not been severed at that point. There is, I'm seeing the Eight of Swords tarot card in my mind's eye, where there could have been some manipulative social media posts. There could have been some manipulative, you know, telling mutual friends, co-workers, schoolmates, whatever the case may be, you know, things about the masculine and the karmic feminine's connection by the karmic feminine that was causing people to have like a different view of that situation or that connection than what was actually going on. But here we had 4 cards come out. The first one was meditate and contemplate, and this really has to do with what I was saying at the start of this video, where triggers are coming and going a lot more quickly because you, divine feminine, are much more in tune with your higher self. You are so much more aware of you know, what all is actually going on, the truth of your divine masculine's feelings and love for you, and the fact that everything is playing out in the natural divine order, that there's nothing that you need to do, so there's no need to panic, right? Balance, spirituality, and practicality, pretty much just what exactly I said. There's nothing else for you to do right now. It's just finding that balance spiritually until things begin to play out practically. Notice the two Piscean cards that came out, and they're both associated with the throat chakra with the color blue. So Pisces could be a significant season. It could be significant if your partner has that in their birth chart somewhere. You know, however, take that how it resonates. But divine feminine, here we have believe in the impossible and luck is on your side. So this is pretty much Spirit's way of reaffirming what your intuition was already telling you, that there's really nothing for you to worry about, because these triggers are karmic patternings that overlay the twin flame connections during this time of 3D physical separation. And those things come up in order to be released, and that's why you'll notice that the triggers are more fleeting than they used to be. You kind of have it together. I'm hearing my guides say you have it together better than you did in the past. Whoops, my deck is upside down. So now let's take it to the tarot. Any other messages we need to hear? We have the Six of Pentacles, the Star, and Temperance. Imbalances are healing. Masculines are using their discernment because they are mirroring you, divine feminine, and you are mirroring them. There is balance coming in where there was imbalance. There is emotional healing coming in, especially for the masculine's inner child. There are a lot of masculines in the collective right now that are just naturally, through their 3D world experiences, through circumstances and situations kind of being thrown at them out of the blue, healing their inner child patterning that had kind of led them into this karmic situation to begin with. That, you know, whatever situation they found themselves in with, you know, this karmic issue was because of a lot of unhealed inner child wounds. We also have the Five of Cups. That karmic patterning led to a lot of karmic heartbreak. A lot of the karmics have hurt the masculines pretty deeply, and those wounds are exacerbated because of their inner childhood wounds that hadn't been healed prior. So what I see is kind of like this massive past and present healing in order to make way for the future. Anything else we need to know, Spirit? Three of Cups, yeah. They are being prepared for a reconciliation. This is like the work behind the scenes that we always talk about. The masculines are thinking heavy about this reunion. They really want it to happen. And for some, they just don't feel like they have the courage to face you, divine feminine, after everything that they put you through. Today was kind of like an avoidance mode for them, especially, you know, from the morning through the noon hours. And then after that, they were just kind of like, well, let me at least think about what to say, because Spirit is making sure that they continue to acknowledge how drawn they feel to you, divine feminine. Let's see. Didn't we have the Temperance card come out before? Oh yeah, I pulled it up from this. I was like, what on earth just happened here? We have two Temperances in this deck, but no, that was my mistake. Here we have the Sun and the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you guys. The Sun and the Moon our divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And the Ace of Pentacles, you all know, is a stable, tangible new beginning that is coming towards you, something that you can, quote unquote, put your hands on, right? That you can actually experience with your 5 material senses. So this is Spirit's message to some of you in the collective. You're closer than you think. At the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. This is a card of new beginnings, of karma having been cleared, of, wiping the slate clean from the past and making that final decision to put a bow on, the pains of the past and put it away, toss it away, don't revisit it, and just start fresh again. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't process those traumas and those pains with your masculine, because that would be even worse. But what Spirit's saying with that is, don't hold on to it in a way that keeps hurting you. Don't rerun things in your mind when you're sitting idle by yourself, right? Death and the Ace of Wands. Let that past die. Just let it go and have a fresh new beginning. Focus more on the passions that will be manifesting for you with this union, or even prior to this union. You guys have a lot going for you. You've been working hard on yourselves. You've been working to love yourself and fill your own cup. You've become so independent. And that's such a good feeling when you have to think about, well, when my masculine comes back, how on earth am I going to fit him into my life? I've got so much going on for me. That's actually a really great feeling, because that tells you just how far you've come. You are not sitting around and just waiting for the masculine to make an appearance here. Like, there is an entire rebirth happening here, and it's coming in with a bang. I'm just hearing it's coming in with a bang. I'm actually starting to feel a sense of closure with these messages. I don't feel like there is a whole lot more that wants to come through. I even feel my deck going silent here, and I'm not being drawn to anything else. So here we have the World card as soon as I finish shuffling. Major cycle completion, major new beginnings on the way. And I'm hearing a divine masculine step in to say, you're my world. Like the masculine thinking of the feminine as ultimate happiness. So that's really beautiful energy. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'm so sorry for this weird angle. I don't know what happened here, but I hope it doesn't bother you too much, or you can just listen if the if the video angle bothers you. But thank you for being here. Thank you for energetically co-creating this channel with me. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining my beautiful twin flame soul tribe here. If you would like to more strongly transmit your energy in order for me to be able to channel more specific messages for you and your situation, do be sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're not already. And be sure to hit like on these videos if you are subscribed, as a more powerful form of energy transmission. I will leave my Instagram and TikTok handles in the video description box below. Instagram is the place to purchase paid personal services from me. Anything from personal paid readings, energy cleanses, healing sessions, manifestation sessions, my affirmations. I offer a whole plethora of things, and I run very frequent specials there as well. So I look forward to seeing you all on my other platforms, as they all are unique collectives and have unique readings on them as well. For general readings for the collectives. So yeah, I hope to see you all there. Have a magical evening.